All right, today we're going to talk about how to do the no contact rule successfully and avoid the biggest mistakes people make. If you stick around until the very end of this video, not only am I going to be letting you in on the biggest mistakes people make during the no contact rule, but you're going to gain a greater understanding of why so many people fail the no contact rule. That's right, according to our research, around 80% of the people who try a no contact rule will fail it their very first time. And it's because they commit one of the mistakes that I'm about to explain to you. In other words, my recommendation to you is to avoid these mistakes at all costs. With that out of the way, let's get started and talk about some of the biggest mistakes people make during the no contact rule and what you can do about it. Mistake number one, breaking the no contact rule too early. This is a very common mistake and it's really easy to understand why. So the no contact rule at its core is a strategy used to ignore your ex pretty much no matter the circumstances in an effort to help you outgrow them and also kind of make them miss you. There's a lot that goes into the outgrowing part that can help make your ex miss you, but we'll talk about that in a minute. The big mistake we find, and the reason, probably the number one reason people break the no contact rule, is it's such a jarring start. You ignore your ex, right? So you are not responding to anything from them after the breakup for 21 to 45 days. So let's just say you do a traditional 30-day no contact rule on your ex. You are ready to do that no contact rule, and then around day 5, your ex says, "Why are you treating me this way? You're being so mean to me." And your fear takes hold and you start thinking, "Oh my goodness, what if I lose my entire chance of getting them back?" And you break the no contact rule to cater to them. Essentially, what you've done is reward bad behavior. They know they can manipulate you by saying these things and you reward them with a response. So the big mistake people make is breaking the no contact rule too early. Mistake number 2, they forget the outgrowing part of the definition. Okay, so I am super salty about this because I literally spent like 2 weeks writing this article or rewriting it. I wrote 16,000 words, but this article right here is called the No Contact Rule, the definitive guide. It's just basically massive 16,000 word guide on our website that basically helps you understand what the no contact rule is. I put all this effort into redefining what the no contact rule is and how you need to look at the no contact rule, and no one reads it. So read this article. But the reason I'm pulling it up is because I want to read you the exact definition that's on this website, because this is the definition that you need to be looking at when you're looking at a no contact rule. So let's go. The no contact rule refers to a period of time where you cut off all conceivable communication with an ex after a breakup. The intent of this tactic should not be used to make your ex miss you, but instead should be used to rebuild your own life so that you outgrow your ex. By doing this, the no contact rule can have the added benefit of making an ex miss you. Most of the people who try the no contact rule try it because they believe it is the #1 way to make an ex miss them, by kind of playing hard to get, absence makes the heart grow fond, or I'll just ignore them and then they'll miss me. We found the opposite's true. Most of the time when you use the no contact rule, your ex will miss you, but they won't be vocal about that missing you. The key is, though, we found when you looked at our success stories, the people who use the no contact rule to outgrow their ex, not rely so much on the relationship, not be so anxious when they think about their ex, tended to get the more positive responses afterwards. We think there's some subconscious link to your social media behavior when you've outgrown your ex versus someone who hasn't outgrown your ex, and then the ex picks up those nonverbal cues and it really just kind of plays into the whole thing. The big mistake we see people making is they don't really look at the no contact rules a way of improving their life to outgrow their ex. They think of it like, oh, my ex is going to contact me and my ex is going to contact me. And when it doesn't happen, they're devastated. Hey there, real quick, I want to say that if you're new to this YouTube channel or you're trying to figure out what you should be doing to get your ex back and you're trying to learn if you even have a chance in your specific circumstance, probably the smartest thing for you to do is actually stop by our website, www.exboyfriendrecovery.com, or take our Ex Recovery Chances quiz that can be found at exboyfriendrecovery.com. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, taking that free quiz is super easy to do. All you have to simply do is look in the description link below this YouTube video and click on the link you see there. It will take you directly to the quiz where you can fill it out and get an easy answer on what you should be doing going forward and overall what your chances look like in your specific situation. All right, so let's get you back to the video. Mistake number 3. The Doomsday Clock mindset. Here's the big mistake people make. They don't look at the no contact rule with the right mindset. What I mean by that is a lot of times when someone new to our website or to our program tries a no contact rule, they look at the no contact rule almost as like this doomsday clock. Like each day that passes with regards to the no contact rule is a day closer that they're going to get to losing their ex. Oh my goodness, he contacted me or she contacted me today and I ignored it. That's gonna make them so mad, there's no way they'll ever take me back. The opposite's actually true, and it's hard to kind of rewire your brain, but think of it like this. Instead of looking at the no contact rule like a doomsday clock, look at it like Christmas morning. It's a countdown to Christmas. You know how excited you used to get as a kid? You would know Christmas morning was a day away. Santa Claus is coming. I'm gonna catch Santa Claus. You try to stay up all night and then you fall asleep and you wake up and there's presents everywhere. That's how you need to be looking at the no contact rule. Every day that goes by is a day closer to getting your ex back. Mistake number 4, not holding themselves accountable. Don't try the no contact rule alone. And what I mean by that is if you're gonna try it alone, make sure you partner up with a trusted friend who can hold you accountable. Someone who can talk you off the ledge, because there will be a moment where you will want to contact your ex. You will sit there and say, yeah, I can't do this no contact thing anymore. I'm just gonna contact them. He's getting so mad at me or she's getting so mad at me. And then your trusted friend comes over and slaps you upside the head and says, no, you're gonna stick to this. Now we've kind of created a program in our private Facebook group that does this called Battle Buddies. We try to partner you up with someone in our group who has the relatively similar situation as you. Not always, but same time zone, same situation. And the idea is you're supposed to become friends with them and use each other to hold each other accountable and answer questions about the fears and things you're feeling. You need someone like that to help you. Don't think you can do this alone. Mistake number 5, starting the no contact rule over too many times. This is also another unfortunate mistake people make. One of the biggest things that you should not be doing is consistently failing a no contact rule. I am not one of those people that's gonna sit up here and tell you what you wanna hear. What you wanna hear is, oh yeah, do the no contact rule as many times as possible. It has no effect on your chances. The truth is it does have an effect on your chances. If you fail the no contact rule 10 different times, the 11th time that you try the no contact rule isn't going to be as effective as that first time that you tried the no contact rule. It's a little like watching a movie or experiencing a story for the first time. You experience the emotions that story is trying to elicit within you so potently that very first time, it's almost like obsessive. That's how you get like these crazy fan bases on Reddit, because they're so obsessive about how the story made them feel. But oftentimes, if you get too obsessive about it and you try to watch the story or the movie over and over and over again, each time you watch it, it loses a little bit of its luster. The same thing goes with the no contact rule. If you fail it one time, it's actually okay. That's the norm. If you fail it 10 times, that's not okay. You're not probably gonna do too well with the no contact rule in those circumstances. And finally, mistake number 6, falling too much in love with the no contact rule. So where you have people who fail the no contact rule a bunch of times and have to start it over again, on the opposite end of the spectrum is the people who fall too much in love with the no contact rule. The point of the no contact rule for most of our clients is to help rebuild a relationship with their ex. It's kind of hitting that reset button so that you can start over anew. Not really, but that's kind of the intent. The problem that people have is sometimes they love so much of how the no contact rule feels, they don't really want to contact their ex after the no contact rule, or they don't really want to get out of the no contact rule. There is such a thing as staying too far into no contact. So you need to kind of be in that perfect middle spot on that spectrum. Now, one thing that you should do if you're trying to figure out whether or not you have a chance of getting your ex back is to take the Ex Recovery Chances quiz that we talked about in this video. Now, taking the quiz is actually pretty simple. All you gotta do is simply look in the description link below this YouTube video and click the link you see there. If you like what we're doing here, producing these really high quality videos on the no contact rule, on exes, answering all those burning questions you're dying to know, make sure you give us a like, or subscribe, or even comment in the comments below. We've recently had an issue with spam, so I've hired someone to help me moderate the comments below so that you're not getting inundated with spam bots, because I cannot stand those spam bots. So leave us a comment. We would love to talk to you.